Welcome to Amateur Redneck Workshop. I'm Harold, and I'm not going to point out Chuck Bomarito's sticker up there because you all know right where it's at. And I know you was expecting me to do it, but I'm going to skip it this time. But anyway, we're going to get on to a little short, small project, and it won't take us long, but it's just what I need because I need a place to put my camera. Give me a little more variety when I'm machining something on the lathe, and it needs to have a lot of stability. And I've got this magnetic base that doesn't fit any of my indicators, I don't guess. So we're going to make it fit, make an adapter to fit the magnetic base and to fit the camera. It may not be real fancy or anything, but it should work. So let's get on with it. Oh, I'm going to tell you a story though before we get started. 2 or 3 weeks ago when I was working in here, I heard that door there slam, but I was here working on this machine here, concentrating on what I was doing, and I thought, well, the boss lady had looked in here and didn't see me and slammed the door, and I heard the gate open and close, and I thought, well, she must have decided to go for a walk, and so after a couple of days, somehow it came up in conversation, and I asked her, why'd you slam the door so hard? And she said, I didn't do it. And I got thinking, well, we've got a guy down the street that kind of prowls around and scares the ladies and stuff. He must have been prowling around there and looked in and was surprised to see me and shut the door real quick and cleared out. So, that's altogether possible because I did hear the door slam shut and I heard the gate to the driveway open and close. Not sure what it was all about. As you can see, I've got light over there by the door again. I went to Sam's and I bought another one of those lights that are supposed to link together. Even though I should probably know better. But anyway, I brought it home and hung it up there, and of course the link wire wouldn't fit. So I left it hanging a few days. So then yesterday I got ambitious and I come out and I cleaned all the chips off the lathe. And I got even more ambitious and I come over and I cleaned the chips off the little grizzly mill and put the rotary table away. And then I thought, well, what the heck, I had an extra end, so I got busy and I hooked up that light. And I had to climb up on this ladder to do it, so I was up there, and after I got everything all done up, I come over here and turn on the switch and climb up the ladder and turn on the light, and when I was just about down to the floor, I hear a voice, real loud voice right outside the garage door there talking. Startled the heck out of me. If I'd had any hair, it would have stood on end. I put my reading glasses in the little case real fast and bounced out the garage door and went and looked out the gate, and I couldn't find anybody in the driveway. So I thought, well, there you go, and so I told the wife about it at supper time, and she said, well, I've heard the gate open and close lots of times when it shouldn't, she said, but I didn't hear it today. And she gave me that look, I think she was about to go get me some tinfoil to make a hat. And anyway, I went upstairs and fooled around and watched a couple of YouTube videos, and I thought, well, I've got a DVR that records these cameras. I'll see what happened about the time I heard this voice, and I cranked it up and looked, and I looked all around the right time. I could see me poke my head out the gate looking, for somebody, but there was nobody. And well, I told the wife all about it, and she says, well, I guess we'll need to lock the gate or something. So I worried about it all night. The next morning we come out to take her to the beauty shop. It was her beauty shop day, and we came in the garage, and it looked about like this when we come in here. It's all dark, and so I always turn the light on for her to go to the dark side of the truck there, so she doesn't stumble on any of the steel or stuff stored.
Power on. Bluetooth mode. Start pairing. Paired.
And then I heard that voice. I think you guys heard it too. I hope you heard it, because if you didn't, I'm still in trouble. But So we get in the truck. She says, "What have you got in the garage that's got Bluetooth?" I said, "I didn't leave anything in the garage. I didn't leave a radio or anything out here. I hadn't had a thing out here with Bluetooth." So we go on to the beauty shop, and all time I'm thinking, well, the only new thing here is that darn light. And so I got the package that it came in, the little box, and all it says on it is Bluetooth. Doesn't say Bluetooth what, it just says Bluetooth, and it tells us so many watts of light and stuff like that. And I guess if I had been paying any attention to anything, I would have looked at that light and let it register in my brain as to that little dark end on the thing there. Right there. That's where the Bluetooth speakers are at. So I guess I was saved by the bell. You see how neat that magnetic base fits on over here? Just right there. And I think that I'm going to machine the end of this. I mean, I've already got this. I might even machine the end of that. But if I can get one or the other of them off of there. But that I've already got it, and it's almost the right size already. So I think we're going to give this a try instead of the piece I picked up over there. Let me try and take this thing off the end, and we'll find out if we can't use it. Well, I thought it over, and I decided that that other piece is closer to 1/2 inch, and I need 1/4 inch. And I need this piece right back here to be 3/8, so I decided to use this piece of brass. Brass is all shiny and pretty anyway, so that's what we're going to go with, is the brass. $247.7. That ought to be a nice, easy fit. Now then, I'll let you guys take a little rest while I look for my tools. Alright, so I put a 1/4 20 die in my little threading dingus here. I think I'll just run it by hand if I can. Seems to be working just fine. It's getting harder to hold. I guess I ought to use a wrench now. Put one on here to hold it, and one over here to turn the chuck. I'm sure if I was a healthy young guy, I could probably hold it and thread it on there all at the same time like that. Trying to get my hands out of the way, but it's easier said than done. I guess like this. I don't think that it's cutting the thread. I don't know. Maybe it is. We'll find out. I have to redo the end all over again. Something's moving. Guess I should have run it with the power. Stick it in back gear or something. It's threading it now, pretty sure. Oh, I figured out what's wrong. Slipping in the chuck. There. That should hold it, I think. Yeah, that's what was wrong. It was slipping in the chuck and I wasn't making any progress. You might have noticed I'm wearing my welding sleeves. Well, I come out here expecting it to be cold and I wear that jacket and short sleeve shirt. And then when I get here I start to sweat. So then I take off the jacket, but the short sleeve shirt leaves me to get a little bit chilly. I'm too lazy to go back in and find a long sleeve shirt. So I put these welding sleeves on and now I've got a nice thick long sleeve shirt. They're not made for that, but what the heck, huh? All right. I thought I had made some little knurled nuts at one time, and I didn't. I burned the die fell out. Ah, there it is. I'm going to turn it around to the opposite of the start from this side and run it on up there so I got more threads. Although I probably don't really need more threads. I can get them, so I'm going to have them. How's that? But I'll have to knurl a little piece to do the job for me. Alright, so we're threaded, and I expect that's probably good enough. They're threaded. So I need a nut to go on there, because when I screw the camera down on top of that, I need something to make it stay solid. So I'm going to get a bigger piece of brass, knurl it, and thread it 1/4 20, just like I did that guy right there. You guys just hang on. I didn't find a convenient sized piece of brass. So we'll make it with aluminum. It'll be a nice contrast to the brass color. Silver and gold, huh? All I gotta do is tap that little bugger and, well, I've still got to drill it. I guess I'll use a number 7, I think that's what it is. I'll look it up while you take a nap. Well, that's all, folks. Y'all try to subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Leave a comment if you got something to say. And above all, remember, keep on keeping on. Bye now.